Greetings and welcome. This is the New Thought Media Network. I'm Ken Ludwig. You are watching the Vibrant Living Hour. Hope this day finds you safe, healthy, and happy, and that you are living your best life, doing whatever it is you're doing. Hope it's a great week, productive week, an abundant week. Just all the most amazing blessings that the universe can bestow on you are yours, not only for the asking, but for the taking, and that they are absolutely manifesting in your life. Yeah, great day. Great way to start the day. Wow, I love that. That was very affirmative. So first thing is, I apologize for the glasses. Got the little glare thing going again. Not as bad. I have to hold my head down. Do different movements of my head to try and do away with the glare. But I bought 4 different pairs of non-glare, non-reflective glasses, just strictly to do the podcast and do other videos on social media. And they were really great buy. They came in this great little hard case, and they were 2 pairs for like $12.95, I think. So I bought 2 pair, and within the first week, I think I broke the first one. And so I ordered a second pair. $12.95 for 2. I mean, who can beat it? I think just right after the other 2 arrived, the second pair broke, and then shortly thereafter, the third pair broke, and then I broke the 4th pair yesterday. And they all broke in the exact same place, the left earpiece. So I couldn't even kind of mix and match earpieces to make a full pair of glasses. Anyway, so I guess I'm going to need to spend a little bit more than $12.99 for 2 pair of glasses. Little CBD infused coffee to start the day or start the show. I have, it's really funny. I didn't arrange this correctly on my computer screen, so you have to bear with me a little bit here. But I was looking through some stuff today, and those of you who have watched the show for any amount of time, you're aware of the fact, or you might be aware of the fact, that I have been experiencing some health challenges, if you will, that are very much part and parcel of simply getting older. And part of vibrant aging, in my perspective, is to talk about what are the different things we can do to make sure, did I say vibrant aging? Vibrant living is to make sure that what we are doing in the world for our physical well-being is serving vibrant aging, because vibrant aging is vibrant living. When you get to be my age, vibrant aging is what you got, so vibrant living is all about how am I aging? How am I doing things? So I have been experiencing I was diagnosed 1.5 years ago with degenerative disc disease, which is always kind of fascinating to me, since there is no real pathogen involved. There's no infection of any kind. Your discs are deteriorating. And usually your spinal discs. And usually it's a direct result of some earlier injury that you had, or just getting older. In my case, it's probably a little bit of both. I don't know that I had a particular spinal injury, but I've had a sensitive back. I've had to be conscious of my back for over 50 years. Since I was 16 years old, I've had issues with my back. So I have this degenerative disc disease, or I shouldn't say that. I'm experiencing this degenerative disc disease. I'm doing my best not to own it, not to say I have it. And I also am experiencing some tilting, I guess, of my SI joints. Those are your sacroiliac joints that would attach your hips to your spine. And I am experiencing some sciatica. The sciatica, I believe, is a direct result of the issues with my spinal discs. And it comes and it goes. Today's actually a great day. I can barely feel it, although I'm pretty much always conscious that it's there. Sciatica can be it can be anywhere from just a real annoyance, literally a pain in the ass, to almost debilitating. There have been days where when I would get, if it's in my left leg, which is where it is probably 95% of the time, if it's in my left leg, when I go to get out of the car, I have to make sure that my left leg is going to be stable underneath me. That's some of the really bad days. Other days like today, I'm barely even conscious that it's there. Although where I feel it most often is just really literally on my butt. It goes, your sciatic nerve it's 3 nerves that come together around your pelvis, and they go all the way down and they come together to one nerve, the sciatic nerve, and they go all the way down to your heel, by your Achilles tendon. I get a lot of annoyance down there from this. Anyway, I'm always looking for solutions. I'm always looking for things to help rebuild the discs and the cartilage. Oh, I also am in probably stage one, stage two, somewhere in between those two in with just I'm sorry, arthritis in my knees, not rheumatoid arthritis. That's an autoimmune disease. That's not what I have. And the other kind of arthritis, the name just goes right out of my head for some reason. But anyway, what we typically just know as arthritis, which makes my knees just a little creaky, a little annoyed. Combining that with sciatica, sometimes it's hard to, if I'm exercising, it's hard to get down all the way to the ground gracefully. And getting up, I usually have to support myself back up, where I used to be able to just sit Indian style and just push myself up from my ankles and stand up. But anyway, neither here nor there. So those are things that are going on, basically joint issues, disc issues, cartilage issues. Those are the things that are going on in my body. Those are the things that I'm experiencing. And like I said, I'm always looking for things to help me. And I think, again, part of my role with Vibrant Living is to impart to you any knowledge that I get around ways to improve my health and ways to take care of my body, primarily through what am I ingesting. Now, I do an awful lot of meditating, focused meditation on improving the condition of the experiences that I'm having with, again, rebuilding and rehydrating my discs, taking care of my knees, loving all of my, I love really infusing every aspect of my body that is not exactly where I would like it to be right now, and infusing them all with love. I do that in my morning meditation. I do it sometimes while I'm lying in bed at night. Do it at different times, but it really is important to me to just do that. I mean, to just love my body, love where it is. You know, I've talked before about the fabulous book I read, Growing Bolder, Bolder, Growing Bolder, and boy, I forgot the guy's name, Mark somebody. But anyway, it's Mark Singleton maybe is the guy who wrote the book. And actually Growing Bolder is an entire movement. It's an entire culture. And it's very cool. But it's one of the things that I really stuck in my head after reading that book was that as we grow older, Mother Nature takes abilities from us. We are not capable of some of the things we were when we were capable of when we were younger. We're not capable of the degree, if you will. Like, you know, I like to lift weights. I can't lift anywhere near the weights that I could lift when I was in my 40s or even my 50s, even my 60s, now that I'm in my early 70s. And so you have to learn to exist with those things. You have to learn to accept them. And then you have to learn to enjoy your life. I don't like to say in spite of them, but maybe along with them. So that you have to incorporate the new limitations that aging presents to you into your life and make your life fun. All right. So this morning I came across a thing. I've ordered a supplement, and I won't talk about that because I'll talk to you about that after I get it and see if there's any results from it. But I ordered this one that is primarily aimed at helping to rebuild cartilage, and which I assume is going to help with the discs as well, even though discs are not cartilage per se. But they gave a list of 11 supplements to help with arthritic type pain, to help with the degeneration of cartilage in our body, the kind of, you know, we tend to just, our bodies tend to dehydrate. It's one of the reasons I really focus heavily on drinking lots of water. I try to drink no less than 2 of these a day. This is a quart bottle. I try to drink no less than 2 of these a day. I also have, I have a great high performance energy drink that I use one very small scoop. It's probably, I'm going to guess it's less than a teaspoon. I put 1 scoop of that in this. It is a great peach mango flavor, and it is really, it really helps to just keep me feeling alert and alive during the course of the day. I'm just, you know, now that I'm talking about it and I'm having my coffee, and I have a little water as well. Everything in our body is catalyzed by water. Every function, every organ function, action in your body is catalyzed by water. Your body, depending on your sources, your body is 70 to 75% water. It doesn't just stay that way because we lose water through breathing in the moisture that's in our our exhaled breath, sweating, urination. I mean, so many different ways that we lose water from our body or use and excrete water from our bodies that we need to replenish it constantly. 2 quarts minimum, 3 quarts, if you're a full-grown adult male, 3 quarts is probably a good target. Women usually get by because they're smaller people, get by with 2 quarts. But anyway, drink lots of water. On top of that, you can make sure that you are getting good supplies of these vitamins that I'll talk about here. First and foremost on the list is vitamin C. Vitamin C is a huge antioxidant, but because of its antioxidant capacity, it's also a pretty good anti-inflammatory, and it can help reduce the inflammation in your joints and get rid of some of the pain by reducing the free radicals in your body. And free radicals in your body are literally the free radicals cause oxidation. That's why we use antioxidants. And oxidizing is the simplest explanation of oxidizing that I know in the world is when you look at a rusty piece of metal, that is just simply oxidized. That is oxidation. So basically, the oxidation of our body or the oxidants in our body, the free radicals, are rusting our body. They're aging our body. Antioxidants, of course, help to reduce the number of free radicals in your body. And so vitamin C helps to protect your connective tissue. It promotes collagen production, which is obviously the main protein found in bones and your joint tissues. And so vitamin C, number 1 on the list. Next one is a good B complex. B vitamins, I think B vitamins sometimes get overlooked. They're an amazing addition to your supplementation. We don't always get all the B vitamins we need from what we eat. There is the main B vitamin complex. They're water-soluble vitamins. They're not antioxidants per se, but they play an important part in cell metabolism. They can help your joints by facilitating cellular functions like the fluid production and the strengthening of the surrounding tissues. So it's a vitamin. The B complex does lots and lots and lots of different things. It participates in lots of different functions of the body. Lots of the different variations of the B vitamin are used in different ways. There's one here. I use a topical cream that is not necessarily recommended for nerve pain. It's more of an arthritis pain formula. And the main ingredient is called diclofenac or diclofenac is how I pronounce it, which is it's an anti-inflammatory drug. It's an NSAID. It's a topical. And there was an experiment done with osteoarthritis patients. By the way, that's the word. I have osteoarthritis, not rheumatoid arthritis. Osteoarthritis is really the one more associated with aging. Rheumatoid, as I said, is an autoimmune disease. But they did this study. They mixed a dose of B vitamins, primarily B1, B6, and B12, and compared it to using diclofenac for the pain relief. And actually, the ones with the B vitamins, there was a greater decrease in pain than there was using the drug. They also studied a combination of vitamins B9 and B12. B12 is a big, big vitamin as we get older, and it is something that almost all older people in particular need to supplement with B12. But the combination of B9 and B12 also helped reduce the pain for osteoarthritis sufferers. The B3 is another one, which showed improvements on joint mobility and improvement in overall symptoms. And B15, which you'll find, you won't find it listed as B15, listed as panjamic acid on anything that you have with it. It also helps to reduce joint pain, it does helps to reduce, even though it's not considered anti-inflammatory, helps to reduce inflammation. The one that I really want to point out is B3, which we really don't get from too much of any place. I take a straight B3 supplement. It's called nicotinamide, and it's absolutely worth looking into. I think it's done wonders for me physically as far as energy goes and supporting my body. Vitamin D, of course, is another supplement we need for muscle and bone function. It also helps with inflammation. Lots and lots of studies show that the vast majority of Americans are vitamin D deficient. Make sure that you are getting at least 20 minutes of good outdoor sunshine every day. and or supplementing with D3 with vitamin D3. I do both. I get my sunshine almost every single day, and I take I believe it's 5,000 international units of vitamin D3 every single day. Omega-3 fatty acids in decent doses, 2 to 4 grams a day. I take 3 grams of a fish oil supplement with all the omegas in it. I take their 1 gram soft gels. I take 3 of them a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. But they help with rheumatoid arthritis, the inflammation in the joints of rheumatoid arthritis sufferers. And again, that's an autoimmune disease. They help with neuropathic pain. That can be all kinds of different things that are what we would consider to be nerve pain. Chronic spinal pain, particularly where it is an autoimmune function, which I don't have, but still, it's a it is definitely something that helps with that chronic pain. Helps with fibromyalgia. It helps with depression. It also helps with menstrual cramps. But the omega-3s are really, really, they're found in fish oil primarily. There are 2 main ones, EPA and DHA. They reduce inflammation. They help dramatically with that. The next one, the 5th ingredient here is glucosamine sulfate. It's naturally found in the body. It's in all the fluids surrounding your joints. As we grow older, our glucosamine levels drop like so many other things. Glucosamine is a great ingredient to make sure that you're supplementing. I believe I'm taking 3 grams of that a day, morning, noon, and night, 1 gram capsule of glucosamine. I believe it is combined with the next ingredient, which is chondroitin. It is usually used in conjunction with glucosamine. It helps to repair cartilage and prevent joint pain. A lot of times they're mixed in the same supplement. I believe mine are. I should have had these out for you to look at, but it doesn't really matter. They help suppress the inflammatory pathways, which just, of course, suppresses the pain. Calcium is another one. Women are very conscious of taking calcium because calcium is important to prevent the prevention of osteoporosis. But you can get calcium from many different sources. You need to be sure that you are using a calcium source that is bioavailable. So much calcium that we buy in the grocery store is just, you might as well just be eating ground up seashell dust. I mean, it's not being assimilated into the body and used. So you need to make sure you get a good source of calcium that is bioavailable is what I'm trying to say. It absolutely, they're supposed to help with knee joint pain. It's one of the supplements I do not take at present. My wife takes calcium, of course. Again, a woman taking it to prevent osteoporosis, but I need to definitely delve into a little bit more calcium consumption. For me, you can get calcium from yogurt. You can get it from milk. You can get it from broccoli and dark leafy greens, but I don't think that we have enough of it in our diet to actually compensate for the amount that we really truly need and could use. The next one is, I always try and pronounce this and I can't. It's methyl sulfonyl. That's maybe it. Methyl sulfonyl methane. Methyl sulfonyl methane, which is also known very simply as MSM. It's a well-known supplement. It's used for several different conditions and symptoms. It contains a sulfur compound that is naturally occurring in plants and animals. It helps to create just an anti-inflammatory environment. It absolutely helps with pain. I have used it as a topical, and I'll give you a little secret here. I use MSM cream, a variety of it that is meant to enhance skin because MSM is abundant in skin cells. And so supplementing with that helps. But after I shave in the morning, I use MSM on my face as my skin cream. And it's what I moisturize my face with. I use MSM after I shave, and I use it at night before I go to bed. And I've been using it for, I'm going to say 20 years. I've been using that as my skin cream. And by the way, just not for nothing, but as a 71-year-old man, I get lots and lots and lots of compliments on my skin. So take that with however many grains of salt you want, but also know MSM is great as an anti-inflammatory, as an ingestible supplement, anti-inflammatory, and helps with joint pain. Another one I used to use more often, I don't use it anymore, but I'm going to go back to it, is ginger. Ginger, of course, goes back centuries as an ancient Asian medicine as an anti-inflammatory. It has tremendous anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, as good or better than ibuprofen and those COX-2 inhibitors that we might use for pain. It suppresses inflammation. It helps in so many different ways. It also helps It helps to turn off specific inflammatory genes. That's big because that's really almost affecting you at a genetic level and preventing the source of inflammation. One study with 200 osteoarthritis patients, the ginger extract improved their pain from standing up or walking, which is, and that can be a big deal for me. My wife and I do a lot of walking. My beloved Lisa and I walk around there's a lot of lakes here in this Raleigh area that we walk around, and they have been a great source of exercise. But when I come back, my left knee, the one where I really experienced the combination of a little bit of arthritis and the sciatica, that left knee can be swollen and very, very sore. Next one is one I never heard of before. It's avocado soybean unsaponifiables. Unsaponifiables. I guess that's how you would say that. Otherwise known as ASU, which I'm going to go with. It's a natural vegetable extract that's comprised of 1/3 avocado oil, 1/3 soybean oil. It is used in joints to block pro-inflammatory chemicals. It prevents certain cell deterioration, and it helps in repairing connective tissue. Small-scale trials have had very positive effect, and that it is definitely a pain reliever. It says here, however, supplementation is generally most effective with knee arthritis patients. I will be finding ASU because the knee thing is really kind of problematic for me. Last on my list is it just talks about the benefits of polyunsaturated fats. That they are the benefits of them are ever increasing. Supplementation can improve overall joint pain. It's known P as in Peter, U, F as in Frank, A, PUFA, polyunsaturated fatty acids, PUFAs. I never heard of this before either. Joint pain can be severely debilitating. Taking supplements and vitamins for joints and overall bone health can help to improve your quality of life. They really said that the polyunsaturated fatty acids have even shown effect on RA patients in reducing their pain. That's the autoimmune arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. So there's some really great, I think, information there. It's so monumentally important that we take care of our joints. I mean, there's so many aspects of growing older that are under our control. That's what I want to say. They're under our control. It's not something that you are subject only to your genetics, which is so many people feel that, I'm a victim of my genetics. That's not true. There's lots and lots and lots of research, and ever growing body of research that shows that through epigenetics, we are in way more control than we ever thought of our health and what's going on in our body. And I always go to the story. If you've not read his first book, Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza has written several books. His first book is called Evolve Your Brain. On pages 15 through 30 of that very first book, he talks about his catastrophic accident during I believe it was an Ironman competition, and he was in the bicycle portion, and he came around a turn on his bicycle going full speed, and a SUV going 50 miles an hour hit him, punted him, I believe, 50 feet in the air. He rolled forever and basically crushed his spine. He was given a choice by multiple different doctors of 2 or 3 different operations, all involved invasive surgery and all kinds of rods and pins and stitching his back together with basically an erector set. And Joe thought about it, and eventually had his friends remove him from the hospital. Went to a friend's house where he concentrated on meditation, nutrition, and exercise. Bottom line was he had himself back in his chiropractic clinic, taking care of patients in 12 weeks' time. I read that the minute I got my diagnosis of degenerative disc disease. That's the first thing I did. I went home and dug out the book and read those 15 pages. But Joe's work is about the idea that we are in control of the genes that we fire in our body, and the genes that we fire are in total control of our experience of life. So through epigenetics, we can absolutely ensure or do our best to ensure that we are having a positive genetic experience. And it's if you've got any kind of issues, or if you want to prevent any kind of issues, if you don't want to get old and have or you want to get older and experience as few debilitating issues as possible, you definitely want to check out Joe's work in his book for sure. His other books, You Are the Placebo, Becoming Supernatural. There's a couple other ones in there too. I just don't remember them at the moment. But really, really, truly great stuff to look into to take care of your body. I also have, I am delving into lots and lots and lots and lots of different things that will help me to help me make sure that my body is being taken care of as best I possibly can at 71 years old. So exercise, meditation, supplementation, nutrition, everything, hydration, all the things that I need to do to take care of myself, I'm doing. And I think it's hugely important to get it across to everybody out there. I don't care how old you are. Aging starts the minute you're born. And lots of things start to deteriorate in our late 20s. We start to experience sarcopenia in our late 20s, early 30s. Sarcopenia sounds like a disease, but what it really is just simply age-related muscle wasting. It is, if you are inactive, you start to lose as much as 1% of your lean body mass to fat every single year, as much as. Now, not necessarily that much. The more sedentary you are, the more subject you are to sarcopenia. And helping to prevent that, helping to keep to exercise, to eat right, to take care of yourself, to make sure you build your core always, keep your core muscles strong, keep your skeleton erect. All of those things that you can do to facilitate that will help you to be sure that you are firing the right genes to stay healthy. Now, obviously, you all know, if you're listening to my show, I'm not a doctor. And what I'm not giving you is medical advice. What I'm giving you is the benefit of my experience, my research, and what knowledge I have as to what things work, what things don't work, and things I don't know anything about, like those last two ingredients. The unsaturated fatty acids and the ASU, the avocado and soybean oil extract thing. I'm going to look into that one because it's for knee pain. That's very cool. So, excuse me, you know that the New Thought Media Network is a nonprofit organization, and we thrive on your donations. Please go to newthoughtmedianetwork.org, ntmedia.org, click on donate, and we are absolutely more than a little bit grateful for each and every contribution we get from anyone. Sponsor of the show is hempworks.com/Ken Ludwig. That is my page. Go find out about CBD infused coffee. Go find out about absolutely the world's best CBD. By the way, when it comes to vibrant living and vibrant aging, CBD is a core ingredient. It is the miracle plant medicine and plant nutrition. Check it out. Go to my page and have a look. Or get in touch with me. If you want to get in touch with me, you can find me on my my Vibrant Aging Facebook page, which is a branded Facebook page of my beloved Lisa and I, or you can just simply email me, Ken Ludwig. I'm sorry, not Ken Ludwig. Go to teamrocketnow@gmail.com. And that's about all I have for you today. That was important information for me to get out. I wanted to make sure that you you were aware of those things that I just discovered today. Really, I found them this morning. As always, I'm immensely grateful for the great gift of your time and your attention. There's lots of things you can do with your existence, and to spend any time listening to me, I'm very grateful. And I wish you all the love and all the blessings that the universe has to offer. And I hope you will join me next Thursday. And until then, namaste, my friends. Namaste.